I don't know if you can hear me or not. But I was just sitting out here, you know, taking a break from my little job, spinning the sign, thinking about, you know, coming up with 10 or 12 or 18 safety tips on riding your speeder bike across the city, 25 miles. Right? Sixth or seventh time now that I've made this trip. It's like 50 miles round trip both ways. So, and I've, you know, come close a few times to getting run over, more than, you know, a few times actually, because out here in Scottsdale, because I live in Phoenix, but I'm up here in Scottsdale. Up here, people really, you know, they drive fast. The cops ain't really on it. You know, it's a different mindset out here in the hinterlands of Scottsdale. But, you know what I'm saying, I was thinking, hey, safety tips. So, number one, wear a helmet. It's very important. When you're traveling more than a couple, 2 or 3 miles, wearing a helmet is a very important thing, right? Because you can get run over. You can get into accidents, you hit a slippery spot, you fall down. Remember, you're just riding a bicycle, you know, and bicycles weren't specifically designed to have motors on them, even though back in the day, motorcycles were basically bicycles with motors. So, safety rule number one is wear a helmet and adequate eye protection. And safety tip rule number two, right? Try to ride on a street that has a bike lane. Now, the way that I travel, see, look, that's what I'm talking about right there. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. See, people don't pay attention. They're in a hurry, right? They want to get to where they're going, and they don't really pay attention to you, right? They barely pay attention to Harley Davidsons that make, you know, loud noises with straight pipes, right? Rule number two, try to ride along a pathway that has a bike lane. Don't ride on the sidewalks. Riding your motorized bicycle on the sidewalk in a lot of places is highly illegal. It will get you arrested. Here in Scottsdale it will, down in Phoenix it will. I don't know about your city, but here it will. So please be mindful, don't ride your motorized bicycle on the sidewalk. That's why we have bike lanes. Rule number three, right? Since everybody else is not paying attention to you, you need to pay specific attention to them, right? Because cars are heavy. Even the little ones still weigh a couple, 2,000-3,000 pounds. You get run over by that dude over there, then that old Chevy truck, that truck weighs at least 6,000 pounds. If that dude hits you, you're going to get hurt, right? Please, specifically pay attention to what's going on around you so you don't get into that accident. Number four, just because you're on a bike lane street doesn't mean you can ride the wrong way on the bike lane. Right, you're on a motorized bicycle. The cops are giving you a break to begin with because most of them know that some of these bikes are illegal because they have a bigger motor, right? So, right, why draw attention to yourself and cause yourself harm when you don't have to? If you're on a bike lane street, ride the same direction as traffic, because look, there are a lot of cars out there and a lot of them are not paying attention to you. Right, so, right, do the right thing. Rule number four, pay attention and abide by all the traffic rules and laws because you have to. You are a motorized vehicle. Lady on a Harley. Anyways, rule number five, right, wear adequate clothing. You want to wear good shoes and long pants and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, I'm wearing high tops, but dude, I'm supporting my ankles, right? You want to do this just in case you accidentally get into that accident. You don't want to get all scraped up and scratched up with road rash. That shit hurts, right? It's not smart, right? Okay, rule number five, wear adequate clothing. Here, rule number six, just don't text and drive. Don't fuck with your phone when you're riding your motorized bicycle. This is stupid, right? You can get run over. There's millions of these fools out here already riding around in their cars, texting and driving and answering the phone. Half of them are messing with the stupid music on it because they got a stereo in the car, but they got to listen to the earbuds on their phone. Duh. Rule number 6, don't text and drive. It's illegal in most places, and it's easier to see you doing it on your motorized bicycle than it is to see somebody in a Mercedes-Benz. The cops will get you, right? Don't text and drive. It's not smart. Great, here, rule number 7. This one should be like up there with rule number 1, wear a helmet. But I saved it for number 7 because if you made it this far, that means you're paying attention. So this one might sink in a little bit more. Rule number 7, do not, I repeat, do not ride your motorized bicycle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. There's many reasons why you shouldn't do this. But the number 1 reason is because you're not coherent enough to operate the machine. So odds are you're either going to crash, you're going to get crashed, or you're going to die. And worse than any of this is the cops are going to get you, and then you're going to go to jail. And then you just ruined your life, because driving under the influence of anything is a felony, and that means you're going to go to jail. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's really, truly not. And besides, you're really not enjoying yourself if you're all spaced out of your mind, drunker than Cooter Jones trying to ride your bike. What's the sense in all of that? It ain't worth it. Rule number 7, do not operate your motorized bicycle under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Pretty badass, huh? Okay, here we go. Rule number 8. If you're going to be riding your motorized bicycle at night, make sure that you have a headlight and a tail light. Now, most cities only require one or the other, right? But hey, you're doing a little bit faster than a bicycle. But most people, when they're driving in their car and they see that little headlight or they see that little tail light, they're thinking bicycle 5, 6, 8 miles an hour. They're not thinking motorized bicycle 20, 25, 30 miles an hour. So they're going to misjudge who you are, number 1. And number 2, they're going to misjudge the distance and the speed that you're coming at them or that you're driving away from them. So please make sure that you have both a headlight and a tail light. And if you really want to be seen, get some of that reflective tape and put it on the side of your helmet, or put it on the side of your bike, or put it on the bottom of your shoes. Do something. If you're going to be riding your bike at night, rule number 8, you must be visible to the people that are driving the cars. Nighttime, most of them are driving drunk anyway. Right, so they can't see very well anyway to begin with. So please be mindful. Thank you. Rule number 9, right? Use your hand signals, right? Remember, this one is right turn, this one is left turn, this one is slow down or stop, right? I mean, come on, it's pretty basic. Right? These are the only turn signals that you have, unless you have one of those blinky lights that's got turn signals that are hard to see, or you happen to buy one of the motor kits that's got a generator in it and it's got outlets for lights. And you can put turn signals on it. Otherwise, all you have are your hand signals. Rule number 9, no matter where you are, always use your hand signals. This is the only way people in cars have some kind of idea that you're turning or you're slowing down or you're going to stop or something, because they really don't know. Most of them don't even know that we're allowed to even ride these things, right? I mean, I had an old lady yelling at me the other day, telling me I should be on the sidewalk with that thing. Well, you know what, Grandma? Right? It's illegal for me to ride on the sidewalk for this thing. So change your mindset. It's not going to happen, right? Rule number 9: if you're going to be going anywhere, please use your hand signals. Right here. Rule number 10: if at any time you have forgotten any of these rules, please remember: 1, wear a helmet; 2, eye protection; 3, adequate clothing; 4, don't drive under the influence; 5, use your hand signals; 6, ride on a bike lane street. Right? There's people out there trying to get you. They don't know that they're trying to get you. Hell, half of them can't drive worth a damn in the first place. Right? So, please, right, I'm here trying to help us all, right, get a little bit mindful, you know what I'm saying? I ride my motorized bicycle a lot, everywhere. I put hundreds of miles on it every week, right? So look, I'm this is the benefit of my experience driving around out here. Yeah. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel.